Something shifted in 2025. People over 40 with decades of lived wisdom started posting simple, unscripted videos. No niche, no funnel, no plan, just lived wisdom spoken out loud. Marcella in her 50s filmed hers in her car. Brad, who's just turned 40, recorded his from a spare room. And let's not forget Connie. At 77 years old, she did hers in just one take. They showed up unsure, but as they moved through the Heart brand blueprint, clarity clicked into place. Because what happens next isn't luck, it's repeatable. That one honest video became a signal and gave them clarity. Now, some sparked offers, some sparked communities, some even sparked entire business models. And the first step is always the same. Not to perform, but just to speak. Now, it's 2026, and if you've been sitting on decades of experience, but still haven't turned it into something you own, something that earns while you live, this is your moment. You see, AI changed everything, not by replacing your wisdom, but by doing the heavy lifting around it. This video walks you through the exact process I've used with over 100 people inside the Heart brand blueprint. How to turn one honest piece of content into a business that you actually want to run, step by step, using what you already know, with AI doing the heavy lifting. So what happens after one honest post or video starts to land? Well, that's where things get interesting. Now, let's be clear. This is not about becoming a content machine. It's about a signal. When you post something drawn from your real experience, something you've helped with for free, people noticed. Not because it's perfect, because it's true. Marcella started filming videos in her car. No plan, no funnel, just speaking from her heart. And at first, they barely moved, but after a few weeks, she checked back on those videos, and one in particular passed 22,000 views, way up from her usual couple of hundred. So what did she do? She brought it into the Heart brand blueprint weekly coaching session, and right there, in under 30 minutes, we built a business around it. A simple digital product, a way to support people more deeply, and a structure to grow from. Nothing fancy, just grounded in what she already lived. Now, Brad, he had a similar moment too. His video got 1,000 views. Now, way more than what he usually gets. But most importantly, it gave him confidence. Confidence to continue. He started posting more often. And for the first time, it felt like his voice had weight. And then there's Connie, just now starting to build a small, supportive community around her message. She's 25 videos in. Let's not forget, she's 77 years old. Each one recorded in her voice at her pace. And now she's using that content to gather people around who resonate with her story. And there's Katie. Now, she's not a client of mine. Just someone who saw a simple Facebook post that I shared about this process that I'm telling you today. She commented, she reshared. Now, she hasn't bought anything yet, but now she is more likely to, because the clarity clicked, because it sounded like her. It resonated and it felt safe. And it's given her her next step. You see, that's the power of a signal. Most people ignore it. They keep posting, hoping something sticks. But the shift comes when you respond to it. And that's where AI really helps. Not to create your niche, but to reflect what's already working. Now, here's what I get my clients to try. Maybe you'd like to try it too. It's a 2-step process. Step 1, record a short video or create a post answering this one question. What's something I've lived that I could help someone navigate better? Step 2, paste that transcript into a GPT and ask, if this resonated with people, what kind of simple business could be built from this? Starting with maybe a low ticket offer. That is it. Those 2 steps alone can get you moving forward. Now, if you're just finding this right now, that might be all that you need to begin. But if you want some help turning that signal into something real, maybe a product, path, or a calm online business, that's exactly what I do inside the Heart Brand Blueprint. You see, AI doesn't replace your wisdom, it helps you see it, frame it, and then activate it. Because content isn't step 2, it's step 1. And once you've taken those first 2 steps, something surprising starts to happen. Now, most people think they need a niche, a plan, or a polished offer before they start. But the paradox is the clarity you think you need before you begin usually only shows up after you start. Like I said, I've helped over 100 people inside the Heart Brand Blueprint do exactly that. Now, they didn't wait until everything was ready. They listened to what resonated and they simply responded. First piece of content becomes your seed. From there, we shape it into a simple offer, like a short workshop or a digital guide, or maybe even a one-to-one session. Nothing complicated, nothing that needs a big team, just something real and helpful that someone can say yes to. And for people who want something more sustainable, like a paid community or a membership, we explore models like the one that I run in the Heart Brand Creator Circle. Now, let me tell you about it so you can replicate it. It's a Q&A style space. Members send me questions around content, personal brand, or online business, and I record simple video replies just like this one. Every answer adds to a growing resource library. Some of those video replies even become future YouTube content, which brings new people in who join the community, who ask me more questions, and that's how the flywheel builds and picks up momentum. No pressure, no launch calendar, no tech drama, just steady, helpful content that turns into a calm business. And AI, well, that's what makes it work without you having to burn out. It helps you outline your video replies, organizes your answers. It even helps repurpose them into public facing posts and videos. So you stay discoverable without having to be on all the time. So if that sounds like something you want to try, I'll link to the platform that I use below so you can start your own version right now. No need to wait. You see, your knowledge will become searchable, your experience becomes scalable, and your presence becomes optional, not required. If that sounds like the kind of business you've been craving, here's how you can start building it today. You see, you don't need a personal brand that performs. You need presence that transmits. You don't need hustle. You need to listen. And you don't need the perfect plan either. You need one honest step. And if you want to take that step, I've built something for you. It's a short, simple workshop. It shows you how to plan your next 12 videos with intention, how to spot the one that lands, and how to turn that into a clear, heart-led offer without pressure or guesswork. You'll also get a guidebook to capture your ideas as you go along, and a custom-built AI tool that does all the heavy lifting for you. Now, that tool helps you script those 12 videos, shape your offer, and design a simple business around what already resonates. So you're not stuck starting from scratch. It's a system that I've used with over 100 clients inside the Heart Brand Blueprint. And now it's ready for you. You'll find a link below. Now, not because you need another product, but because clarity often comes from trying something real and seeing where it lands. Because you're not too late, you're right on time. You've just been waiting for the tools that can keep up with your wisdom. And in 2026, they finally have. Now, you've just seen how one honest video can spark an entire business. But what if the real reason your content isn't landing isn't the algorithm, but your conditioning? In the next video, I'll show you a quieter, bolder way to build online in 2026. One that starts with your truth and not a trend.